enough of this guy. The lies that he has told to the media, along with the continuing lie of being an Aikido martial artist when he is actually nothing more than a choreography expert.
This guy's already completely 100% lost all credibility. Steven Seagal's obviously an Aikido master. There's proof, there's videos from him training and teaching in Japan from like the early 70s. So this guy's already lost credibility. Like, Steven Seagal is recognized, I believe, I don't know if he's like a 7th or an 8th Dan, but he's recognized and accomplished. So already what this guy says is garbage. And as far as like, oh, he's just a choreographer. Okay, so they do choreograph certain movements in Aikido so you don't like break your arm or other things. But they do that in even, quote, fighting sports. I mean, look at boxing. You can make the argument when you're training boxing, you're choreographing stuff. Like a guy's throwing jabs, you slip, you know, you do a counter. It's like, it's choreographed. Because that kind of gets you ready for like a real fight. So when you read those movements, your body already knows how to react without having to think about it. Same with Aikido, but people give Aikido such a shitty reputation and a bad name because they don't understand what's going on. And yes, granted, there was like flowery, watered down Aikido, but that is not what Steven Seagal's ever trained in. He does Tenshin Aikido. So this guy's a nobody, by the way. And it's not even my words. You can look at his TikTok profile. It literally says, I'm a nobody. You can't make this shit up. Anyway, let's see what else this clown says.
I am done with it. I can't watch it anymore, and I feel that it is my God-given duty to put a stop to it and set the record straight once.
Okay, so he can't watch it anymore. That's the problem with a lot of people in general, whether they be on Twitter or the news or whatever. It's like, you don't have to watch it. Like, nobody is forcing Steven Seagal movies or demonstrations down your eyeball throat. Like, nobody's forcing that on you. You don't have to watch it.
And for all, I am an actual trained martial artist, and I have been in real fights, some of which I didn't think that I was going to get out of with my life still intact.
I'll guarantee you, man, if he got in a real fight with Steven Seagal, he probably wouldn't get out with his life intact. And this guy's like a real martial artist. Well, I don't think he's got any videos on TikTok proving that. Even if he is, like, that's subjective. Like, how good is he? He's definitely not at the level of Steven Seagal. And as far as being, like, in real fights and almost getting killed, okay, what do you want, like a participation trophy for that?
So, Mr. Seagal, not Master Seagal, not Sensei Seagal, Mr. Seagal, here is what I have to offer. If you're out there, big boy, and you can hear this right now, I challenge you to a fight.
Hey, what are you, in 8th grade?
What does Steven Seagal have to gain by beating an absolute nobody? Like when George Foreman years ago challenged Seagal. Now that's interesting because George Foreman's got a name and he's made a name in boxing. That's an interesting matchup. Steven Seagal against this guy, it's like, it's not even worth his time, man. It's beyond ridiculous. I mean, this guy... he got like 2,000 followers on TikTok? He's a complete nobody, and he says that himself in his profile. I mean, this video is at almost 350,000 views, so he's definitely getting attention, but is this really the kind of attention you want by basically putting down like an accomplished martial artist, somebody who's achieved so much in his life? You're just gonna like shit on their name to try to build yourself up? It's like, to me, that is not a true martial artist. That's a fucking coward-ass move, and I had a punk on my channel actually challenging Michael Jai White before, and that guy too is a fucking clown.
A real fight, not a choreographed one. A real fight as in you're not going to be able to pat your shoulder or pat some part of your body and have me attack you in some choreographed fashion. This ain't a...
Yeah, the patting and all that stuff. People have given the demonstrations Seagal had with Fajal back in an MMA event like 10 years ago so much crap. People don't understand like the stuff that's going on there, and I'm gonna actually break that down in a future video.
It doesn't matter to me where or when or how we meet. If I need to come to you, I'll come to you. If you want to come to me, you can come to me. We can do it in private so you won't be publicly embarrassed, or I can wear you out in front of your students. If I beat you, we walk away and nothing more has to be said about it. If you beat me, I will leave everything that I have, move to where you reside, come to your dojo, tend it, and take classes from you all free of charge while calling you not sensei, but master, and I'll bow to you every time I see you. How's that?
Why would Seagal even care? So basically, Seagal beats this guy who's a nobody, and then this guy ends up getting free classes from Seagal? It's like, you know how many people would love to train with Steven? I don't think he's just going to offer you free classes, man. So this guy, if he loses, maybe that's his plan. I mean, 100%, there's no way in hell he'd stand a chance against Steven. This guy if he goes through with it, which Steven never would, it's not worth his time. He basically wants to get his ass beat so he could get free instruction from Steven Seagal and then maybe learn how to protect himself someday. So, I mean, I guess if you look at it from that plan, it's not a horrible plan, because I would love to find a way to get free training with Steven Seagal. I would never insult the man. I would not want him to break my arm, but I would love to get free training from him.
Is the internet, and this is social media. There are thousands of you out there, and among the thousands, there's at least a couple of you who know how to get this to Steven. This is very serious. I'm not joking around here. So get on it. Get this to Steven and stop wasting my time.
This guy's completely wasting Steven's time, though. So I actually know a couple of people really close to Steven. I don't know if I want them to waste his time watching this, but maybe just to have a fun laugh at it. But anyway, let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Is this guy beyond delusional like that punk I had on my channel before? Let me know.